Meet the White Ghost Euphorbia, scientifically known as Euphorbia Lactea Variegata, and otherwise commonly known as the dragon bones tree or ghost cactus. This is a striking candelabra-like plant with an ethereal blend of colors and is a great option for more confident plant parents that are looking for something new and unique. In this video, we're going to go over basic care needs for this euphorbia, as well as common problems, propagation, and more. Attention! This is not a cactus. The white ghost is a euphorbia, which is a large and diverse genus of flowering plants that include poinsettias, or crown of thorns. The main differences are that while cacti have spines that come out of what are called areoles, euphorbia have thorns and no areoles. Euphorbias also have leaves and usually a milky sap. Place your white ghost euphorbia in a spot that gets lots of bright light and is in sight. Be wary of full sun, however, since this plant is variegated and lacks chlorophyll, it is more prone to burning from too intense direct sunlight. This plant needs a well-draining potting soil so that it doesn't have to worry about sitting around in too much moisture. When you grab your potting soil, make sure to add in a good handful or two of an inorganic material like pumice to help with drainage and aeration. We recommend putting on a pair of gloves to keep your hands safe from the white ghost euphorbia's thorns and any sap that might irritate your skin. Take a pot that has drainage holes in the bottom and fill it up about a third of the way with potting soil, packing it down firmly and creating a small divot in the middle with your finger. Take your white ghost that has been cleared of any old soil around the roots and place it in the middle of the pot. Now fill in the rest of the empty space with more soil and tuck it in to secure your plant. Don't worry about the funky angle of our plant here, that can be normal. We think of this guy as our resident wacky inflatable tube man. As a final finishing touch, we've added black bean pebbles to complete our arrangement and add extra stability. You can find these accessories and more over at our online store. Before you water your white ghost, you'll want to check a few things. First, make sure that the plant feels a bit soft and has some give to it when feeling it with your hand, and then make sure that the soil is completely dry. Test this with a finger or a tool like a wooden skewer to see if any damp soil sticks. You may also notice that the weight of the plant is much lighter when the soil is dry. When it's time to water, do several rounds of watering to make sure that the soil is completely saturated, checking that any excess water is draining out of the bottom of the pot. Once you've done this enough, give the soil time to completely dry out before watering again. And remember, when in doubt, underwatering is better than overwatering. A healthy white ghost euphorbia will have firm stems, vibrant green and white hues, and branching growth. Sometimes they will be pink by the thorns, and this is totally normal. And if you notice sections of this plant turning a deep green, then that just means that they are reverting back to their non-variegated growth. The most common problem for this plant is rot and fungal issues from too much moisture. Parts of the euphorbia will turn dark brown like the bark of a tree. If this happens, then reduce your watering, use a fungicide, and consider transferring this plant to dry soil. Another common problem for the white ghost is sunburn. Since this plant lacks chlorophyll, it is more prone to damage from intense direct sunlight, so make sure to shade these beauties. Be on the lookout for spider mites and mealybugs and any other pests that may hide in the bends and folds of this plant. Pests can be very sneaky, so it's good to do a more thorough check every now and then. Isopropyl alcohol is our preferred method for pest removal and prevention. The white ghost prefers warmer temperatures and does poorly in temperatures lower than around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're keeping these inside, they should be nice and cozy inside your home. Keep your white ghost in an area with good airflow as well. As we mentioned before, they are more prone to issues that arise from too much moisture. Propagating a white ghost can be done through stem cuttings. Take a clean cutting tool and remove a section from this euphorbia, taking care to avoid the irritating sap. Place this cutting in a clean, dry spot to let that cut end callus over for at least several days. Then you can take this cutting and plant it straight down into some new, well-draining soil, waiting for roots to develop before increasing watering frequency. Patience is key during this process, so now's a good time to work on other tasks we might have been procrastinating on. As with many other kinds of Euphorbia, the milky white sap that comes from the inside of this plant is toxic to people and pets. Wear gloves when handling this plant so that the sap does not irritate your skin, and to protect yourself from its thorns. The White Ghost Euphorbia won't really have blooms per se. It will grow what is more like tiny little petal-like leaves around the thorns here and there. These leaves are pale yellowish in color and will bloom during its growing season, which is from the spring to the fall. These plants will go dormant in the winter. The White Ghost Euphorbia is a truly captivating plant. Ensure it receives bright and direct light, use well-draining soil with added pumice, and water only when the soil is completely dry to help avoid rot. Keep these tips in mind, and your White Ghost Euphorbia will thrive as a stunning addition to your indoor plant collection. Let us know if you have any questions, and please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more lazy care.